What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Yes, of course. What's up, everyone? New video. New wheel spin video, actually. And, I guess it's gonna be interesting. Because I'm actually gonna do something slightly different for today's video. For today's wheel spin video. What I'm going to try to do is try building rival builds. So basically, I'm gonna try and take whatever car I get, and I want to try and build it for any sort of rival event. And I want to try and see if I can get anywhere near the top 1000. Now this was something that someone has suggested recently, but it's not really a new idea because I've done it in the past. So I wanted to try and bring that back and see what it's like, because it's kind of like a bit of a twist, I guess, to it, you know. It's something a little bit different instead of just building something, you know, for like drifting or whatever. So now I want to specifically build something for racing, for any sort of racing whatsoever on the rival events. So that's what's happening for today's video. We'll see what I get, because I'm gonna try, like, if I get something that's already like built for off-roading, like, you know, I guess like I get, I don't even know, like, let's see, if I get one of these, like the Lumicraft or a Lumicraft, like, might as well build this thing for off-roading, you know. I'm not gonna be building it for like on-road racing and stuff like that. But if I get something like the Apollo, I'm not gonna build this thing for off-road racing, you know what I mean? Something like that. It's kind of in the middle, pretty much. But that's what's happening for today's video. I'm gonna go over to the regular wheel spins. I'm gonna spin these, whatever car I get I have to use, and I'm gonna spin again to get my budget, and I'll have to build it with that budget to the top of its class. I'm gonna try, I have to use as much money as I possibly can out of the budget that I will end up getting. So please, game, give me a good car. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. So I'm gonna be building this thing for road racing. Okay? McLarens, usually very, very good. In this game, McLaren, very good. They handle really well. I just need to have money to be building this thing, though. That is the thing. So please, game, give me something good. Give me something good. At least 20 grand. So 35 grand to build it to the top of, I'm gonna guess S1, because we're pretty much stuck at S1 with this car. Due to our budget, but it's already in S1 as we speak. Am I right in saying that? McLaren 570S. It is in S1. Yep. I already have a build on this thing. I don't even know what I've done to it, to be completely honest with you, but you can get some good stuff out of it, good performance out of it. Mid-engine rear-wheel drive also means that it's going to handle really, really well. So I'm excited for that. I feel like that's going to be very, very good. What does this drive like, though? Because I don't remember driving this in stock for a long time. I actually like it. It doesn't want to slip out too far. I mean, this is on stock tires, so as soon as I slap on those very, very sticky tires, or something stickier than the tires that I have on now, even like semi-slicks, it's gonna act completely differently. But just tiniest bit of slip, just the tiniest bit. But it does a good job. Now, of course, this isn't going to be anything meta or anything like that, because obviously the car that's meta in this class is absolutely absurd, and that is the Anniversary Viper. But I'm definitely gonna try to build a good car like this. So, let's go back to the festival. Start doing stuff to this. Like, just start adding parts. 35 grand worth of parts. So tires are immediately 10 grand that I'm gonna end up spending on this thing. But it brings my handling up by a lot, and it should make it much more responsive and much better to drive. Even my braking is gonna go up by a lot as well. So that should be good. My acceleration jumped up by a lot as well. So that's all good. That is all fine. Aero, we could try and mess around with a little bit of aero on this thing. It's not adjustable. I have to pick something that is adjustable, unfortunately. So I want something to be able to have, you know, downforce, to be able to push myself into the corners at high enough speeds, and be able to actually have the downforce to keep me there and not help me fly off the track. I mean, the rear wing doesn't really add that much for downforce, though, if you look at it. But I know it does make a difference. I mean, anything visually like this, like the side skirts and all that, I'm not gonna do anything there. But that's 20 grand pretty much gone already what can we actually do to this thing? I'm definitely keeping it rear-wheel drive, so I definitely don't want to change that. If we're tuning this for racing, probably race suspension, because then we can actually start adjusting parts on it. ARBs are fairly cheap, so we can do that. I think power-wise, this is already quite good, but obviously need to do that as well. Put a cage in it. I mean, my braking just goes up to max, pretty much. My braking is literally maxed out. This is on carbon ceramics, I'm pretty sure. That's why we don't have any brake upgrades for this car. Because it's already very, very good. Like, launch goes down, but literally everything else goes up, which is very, very useful. It weighs, it's $2,000 for that, though. I don't know. We'll have a look at that. Clutch, definitely want to change that. We'll change gears a bit quicker. Race transmission, again, we'll change that. And then a diff. And I'm there, pretty much. Interesting. What if I just put the sports transmission in it? Because it's still going to be pretty much the same thing. I'm still able to adjust only the final drive, though, this time around. So is this as high as I possibly can get this thing to go? Is it just 881? There's nothing else I can do to it, I don't think. Right? Even slightly wider tires, we're already, like, jumping into the territory of much, of out of my budget, pretty much. So, like, what else can I possibly do here? I could do this, maybe bring my tire width out, or sorry, my track width out, to maybe help out a little bit. Do I get rid of the rear wing? Maybe I get rid of this rear wing. I don't know. Like, my handling does go down, though, without it. We're at 34,900 credits right now. There's nothing else I can do. This is as high in its class that I could possibly make it, and it's 881. The lateral G's seem decent. The power, I definitely never had an issue with power of this thing, but... interesting. And we don't even have the gearbox upgrade. We literally just have... Should I get rid of the clutch? What if I just do this? I mean, my shift time barely changes at all, but it costs so much money. Should I just do that and then do this instead? That seems like a little bit of a better idea to do that, right? And then we have the race transmission to do that. Or I could even just keep the stock transmission on this thing, because it's actually not that bad. And then we can try and do something like adding a little bit more power. Maybe that'll help with this car. Oh, 891. Because it's not actually bad, though, if I think about it. Like, changing gears, I mean, the McLarens always change gears super quick anyway. Like, the transmission's insane on these things, so I don't really see an issue. But we're now at 891. Anything else I could change on it, maybe? What if I get rid of this? I upgrade my turbos or something. This brings it up to 890. Exhaust... 888. I think the cams are probably going to be the biggest upgrade. If I change the displacement, it's obviously going to bring me up in class, but it's going to be very expensive. I think power to upgrade, and even just the way it's going to drive, I'm pretty sure, or price to upgrade, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be the best. So that's 51 horsepower added on. This is 53, but it also adds a little bit of weight as well. Yeah, I think cams is going to be the best thing to do for this. Is there anything else I could possibly do for this car? I could change my flywheel, can I? Nope, I literally cannot change anything else. I'm pretty much donezo here. Yeah, I am done. Alright, cool. Well, I guess this is our build for right now. This is it. 613 horsepower and weighs 1,231 kilos. I also don't think that this car has, I don't know, does it have a lot of torque? I haven't actually paid attention to the torque figure of this thing. Let's have a quick look at it and see. 620. That's actually decent. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But again, I still have to keep in mind that this is mid-engine and rear-wheel drive, so a huge amount of power is probably never like the best of ideas, especially for keeping this thing fully rear-wheel drive. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Like, these gear ratios are probably a bit too stretched out, but I mean, you know, like, does it really matter? Because it's not that bad. Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to adjust a couple of things here, especially like alignment and ARBs and stuff like that. I'll try, especially downforce as well. I'm definitely going to increase my downforce for the front end to get that front end to be really, really sharp to turn in. But yeah, Alright, I'll be back in a minute and I'll see what it's like. Yeah, the launch isn't great. Oh, that's good though. Oh, I actually quite like this already. I think the only thing that's lacking is a tiny bit of power, but overall... Yeah, that front end is super sharp, very nice and responsive. I like it. I like it. Like, it changes directions quite quickly, and I'm not even on like, sim steering at all, or anything like that. Brakes are very good. Not bad! Not bad! Not bad for a budget build. Right. Well, now we have to take it over into Rivals and see what we can do with this thing. I don't think going uphill is going to help, because this thing is lacking a little bit of power. So I think if I take this thing on... Where is it? If I take this thing on the Vulcan Sprint and bring it uphill, I genuinely don't think that this is going to have a good time. I think there's a lot of cars here that will just definitely be overpowering this thing. Like the Birdie designed Tacoma did a brilliant job whenever I ended up driving that thing. And it was super sharp the way it drove. So I don't think this is going to get anywhere near that Tacoma time. So I think what we need is a nice small track. A track that you can go fairly quick around. We could try to do the Horizon Mexico circuit. It's going to be kind of interesting, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. A little track where you don't need a huge amount of power at all to go around it. And you need the car to be responsive on it. So I feel like this is a good car for that track. Let's try and see where can I put myself in the world with this budget build. Also, don't come at me saying that that 35 grand isn't a budget build, or is a budget build, or whatever. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see. Go fast into that corner, but I can push myself out. With this car, no problem. I changed the sim steering as well just before the race started. Ease on the power on the way out. I think I went the tiniest bit too fast through that corner. But we're good. Again, stay nice and wide here. Brake, 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 brake. Let it roll a little bit and then flat out go. The grip on this is good. Mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars, in Forza games especially, it doesn't matter if it's Motorsport or if it's Horizon, they do such a good job. Really, really well balanced cars. I love them so much. Okay, I was gonna try to see if I could kind of go flat out, but not really. It doesn't look like it, so I need to kind of brake a little bit here, or at least lift off. Okay. That's fine. That was the first lap. Continue lapping. It was the first lap and it was a standing start anyway, so what we're looking for is a rolling lap. Oh my god, this thing has so much grip. It's got such a stupid amount of grip. It's so good. Oh, I tried to I tried to change my line slightly there. I wanted to go a little wider, but I still went a bit too fast. Oh my god, even in second I could just go flat out. And look at that, the gear ratios are actually quite good. They're fairly short. And the best thing about it is the clutch. Definitely didn't need to change that clutch, so it was a good thing I changed it back. This thing changes gears instantly. Changes gears instantly. 101. Let's try to get that a lot closer to 59 seconds. So I think sub 1 minute is possible with this car if I drive a little better. Okay. Try minimal steering as well so we don't actually slow down too much. Go, 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 go. Not too bad. This turn I kind of messed up a few times, so Let's try to fix that. A little better. I short shifted into third because I kind of went off-road and I felt like if I kept it a second and floored it out of the corner in a second, that I would have tried to slip at least a little bit. Oh, this whole lap was a bit cleaner. This lap was definitely a bit cleaner. It's actually slower, believe it or not. Oh my god. That's such a clean time as well, but like it's just not fast enough. Like, I definitely wanted to just be faster than that. It was just it's such a weird looking time. 1 minute, 0.5. It's just a funny looking time. It's just a funny time, but like I don't know if I can beat it. Or I don't know how much more I can do here to be able to try and beat this time. Because I'm getting all the times I'm getting are all so similar, just around the 1 minute. See? It's not, I swear to god I was like identical. You know what? I'm gonna leave it like that. And let's try to move on. 1 minute. I don't think this is gonna be good. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be like 6,000 in the world. I don't think this is gonna be top 1,000. I just don't have the power. Like, between the corners, I just don't think I have the power. And I can't give it more power either because we have a limit. And the limit is cash. The limiting factor is literally just cash. There's nothing else. Why am I on a black screen then? I'm really intrigued now to see. I really am where I am in the world. That's my goal. That's my guess. I'm gonna guess I'm like 6,000 in the world. I am still top 1%. I want to see. I'm gonna scroll down just slowly just to see what sort of times these people are getting. So 20 odd seconds, obviously. Cheated scores. Closer to the top here, 48. Again, still a lot of cheated scores. Massive amount of cheated scores at the top here. So top 1,000 consists of a bunch of cheaters, but then of course there are a few of the regular cars being thrown in here. I am surprised that we don't have. I mean, we have a few of the Jaguar XJR 15s, Acura NSXs. I'm surprised we don't have any of the Anniversary Vipers anywhere about at the top of these leaderboards. So top 500 is 55 seconds. Ooh, I don't know. So 5 seconds now. No, I'm definitely not nowhere near top 1,000. Like I said, 6,000 is what my guess is. 31,000. Oh my god. Bro, that's so slow. How is that so slow? Oh my god. It's just lacking power because it actually doesn't even drive that bad at all. It's honestly just lacking power. I feel like I could squeeze so much more out of this car if I just could build this thing to the top of its class. I'm gonna do it now. I just want to build it to the top of S1 and just see exactly how much more can I get out of this little car? Basically gave it more power and widened my rear tires as well, because actually that kind of dropped the class of the car if I widened my rear tires. But I should have more grip when I try to shoot out of corners. This should be interesting, because I genuinely feel like I was just lacking power. Oh my god, it's so much louder. Change the exhaust on it, by the way. Oh my, yeah. Grip out of corners is pretty mad. It actually turns in pretty similarly to what it was like before, so rear tire change didn't really change that much for its handling. What I could have done as well is, instead of adding power, I could have changed my front tire width to make it much wider. But did I really want that? Because the issue isn't really in the corners, the issue is between the corners. It's the lack of power between the corners. And you can easily see that I'm catching up to myself. Oh my god, the grip out of corners is mad with it. And again, the power just makes a noticeable difference. Tiny bit of bad driving from my end. Oh my god, flooring it in second out of that corner as well? Jesus. Like I said, look at the difference. Look on that little mini-map. The difference between the corners. Already at 59 seconds. Continue lapping. Even faster time again. Like, just the more I drive, the more I get used to it and how I'm supposed to be taking corners with it. And the faster I'll end up getting. But I don't think I'm gonna get like any sort of like record times anyway. Tell you that. But yeah, I think after this lap I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, it's definitely much better. Of course it's much better. You know, you gave the car more power, but we're kind of limited by the budget. There was nothing really else that I can do, you know? Even if I built it for something like off-road racing or something like that, it'd still be limited by the budget. There's nothing I could have really done to make the car better, but still though, 31,000 in the world is a bit poor. It's kind of hard to get a really fast time with that budget that you had. So yeah, I mean 59 seconds isn't really that much faster either. I'm gonna guess this is still like, I don't know, like 15,000 in the world or something like that. If not even higher than that, if I remember correctly. The time that was like what, 57 seconds, they were like closer to top 1,000 or something like that. So yeah, I'm still nowhere near the old top 1,000. But I do like this car. I think it's got lots of potential. Just not an S1. I feel like there's a lot of cars in S1 that are just much faster or much better than this car. Or maybe not for that track anyway. Maybe there's some other tracks that you can try this on. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel fantastic for this track in its class. It feels like the class is a bit higher for this car compared to some of the other cars. Yeah, 50,000. I was pretty much bang on. And then people at the top. Oh no, 56 seconds is still like 2,000 in the world. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm still nowhere near the top with this car. It's not bad to drive. I feel like you can use this thing for like, you know, racing on like online racing or anything like that, and you should be fine with driving it if you end up building something like this. But I don't know. For like world rivals and stuff like that, I don't think you'd be able to do much. Not only that, but this event also has I'm gonna guess, a couple thousand of cheated scores on the leaderboards. By the way, for people that are saying that I can't believe I'm calling out so many cheaters and stuff like that, let me show you, right? Because I know people were gonna immediately say to me, "Is like I can't believe just because you're faster than you, do you think they're cheaters?" I've had people in the comments of my videos say the same thing. I'm not gonna pick this guy that did 23 seconds, but I'm gonna pick someone that did like. Should I pick this guy that did 40 seconds? Like 40 seconds, especially in a Taycan, like it's just not legit. It's just not a legit time. That's 18 seconds. You have to like imagine 18 seconds faster. How much faster can this guy drive on this track when it's not cheated? It's either not cheated or it's bugged. I don't know if they got rid of those bug times, but there's ways on this track that you could like kind of, I don't know, it counted your rival event when you were just driving around in like freedom or something. I don't even know, to be honest with you, man. Yeah, man, that's definitely legit. Oh my god. But there are so many of these scores just scattered about. And even people that you see them driving around in some like crappy cars and they're doing times that are similar to my time on this car. That you just know for a fact that they won't be able to do. Where is this guy? He's already coming back on that straight. He's so fast, bro. I'm gonna leave it alone, alright? We'll leave it alone, and that's pretty much it. Now, I want to do the same thing, but with a super wheel spin. And let's see what we can do with that as well. Come on, game. Give me something good. If I build something else for S1, I feel like it'll also be very interesting. Imagine I get something very similar, and I build it for the same class of car. I can probably try it on the same track. Then we can do a nice little comparison. A mirror. Jesus. We got a mirror and pretty much an unlimited budget to build this thing. Oh my god. A Lamborghini mirror. Damn. I actually don't even know. Like, does anybody actually use the mirror in this game? For anything? Wait, what am I doing? I think I'm going into the wrong thing. Does anybody actually use the Lamborghini mirror in this game to build it for anything? I don't even know. I have driven it before. It's a very, very sick car though. Really, really cool. I want to change the color of this thing. I don't really want it in this green color. So, that's the first thing I want to do. Is change the paint. I also do know that there's a lot of colors for this car. Yep. Red is probably one of the nicest colors on this thing. Or even the orange, actually. Also looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the red. I think it just looks significantly better than that faded, like, lime green color that we have available for it. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, we have over 100 grand to spend on this thing. I could probably try and build it for something very similar. I don't even know if it's possible to get this thing all the way up into S1. Like that, surely, right? Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive as well. Exact same. And again, we have a lot of upgrades that we should be able to slap on this car. Since, like I said, we pretty much have an unlimited budget. By unlimited, I mean, like, such a high budget that it'll be hard to, like, not max this thing out, you know? With the budget that we have. Can't even engine swap it. Wasn't planning on it, but can't even engine swap it. Just wanted to have a look. And again, see, this is what I mean, like unlimited budget. I can buy everything and anything that I want here. And I know for a fact that it'll still perform really well. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna build this thing probably to the top of S1. That's really, really light. That is really, really light. Oh my god. Okay. Will it even go to the top of S1? Surely, right? It's actually not even gonna make it to the top of S1. There's nothing else I can even do on this thing. That's it. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to build this thing to the top of A class, right? I think the top of A class is what we're gonna have to mess around with this car, so try and drop a couple things here and there. Perfect, we're done. 69,000 credits. I basically spent, I think, like half the money. But it's now an A class. 445. Is that the power to weight ratio of this thing? Very, very good. I just wonder what the power to grip ratio is going to be like on it. I didn't actually change the wheels, which I probably should have, right? Slightly lighter wheels, unsprung mass, all that. Yeah, go on then. Let's do that. Let's change the wheels of it. We'll give it some really weird modern wheels. We'll put T37s on it. Oh god, it's so clapped. Oh wait, we brought it all the way up to S1 again. Wait, I need to reduce. Wait, no. I'm gonna get rid of the wheels. I'm gonna get rid of the wheels. I'd rather have the extra power than to have the extra wheels. Because what I was going to do is after I added the wheels, I would have thought about taking some power off from it, but nope. Nope. Alright. Let's see what this is like. Should I bring it out on the same track since I'm kind of used to it and I'm warmed up on... It's so loud. Actually drives weirdly nice. I mean, it doesn't weigh much at all, so this thing's just... It's really agile. Struggling a tiny bit with the power. Man, this thing is so loud. Even changing gears is still a little slow. Tiniest bit of understeer, but we'll get to that anyway. All right, let me slap a quick little tune on this bad boy, and then I'll be back, and I think I'll take it out on the same track since I'm kind of warmed up on it. Okay, A class. Let's see. I feel like have I not done a time on this at A class? I guess not. Yeah, this is not going to be anywhere near as fast as the McLaren. Obviously, we're a whole class lower, but I feel like it should handle slightly better, right? Because it's so lightweight and it still has like super wide, fully slick, like racing tires on it. I feel like this could be really good. Go on, POP50. Oh, the grip is phenomenal. I love it. Yeah, I just don't have the power of the McLaren, but honestly, like I said, I think handling-wise, this actually could be a little bit better. Oh, it's definitely better. It is definitely better. Much nicer. What are brakes like? Really good. I shortened my gear ratios a little bit because they were very stretched out, so I shortened them just slightly. I think I might need to shorten them a little bit more. Maybe I can even go flat out with this last corner here. Let's have a look. Am I able to go fully flat out here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, with ease. I could even go even faster. There's 110, continue lapping. Try to go a little bit quicker. I also need to do like a rolling lap time as well. Probably not the best of lines. Sure, you know what? I'll take it for now. Come on, little car, come on. The fact that it only weighs a ton as well, it shows. It 100% shows. It feels so good. Like, I'm slowing down a bit too much into some of these corners. Like, that one I just slowed down a little bit too late. Oh my god, the grip out of the corner! That was brilliant! Wow. There's 107. That is really good. Hella impressive with this car, man. Tiny bit of sliding. Hopefully that's not going to hinder my time too much. I short shifted because I felt like I was going to slip there. Because I went really, really tight angle. I don't think this is going to be the best of laps, but... Oh, it's even faster than before, actually. Never mind. That was clean. That was probably the cleanest corner that I've done so far. Kept my speed up. I like that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I could have gone maybe slightly faster there. Just slightly. And again, not too bad. Good. That was good. Kept it in third as well and just kind of powered through the corner. And tried to do the same thing without sliding anywhere. Maybe manual with clutch could help as well a little bit with this car. You have to drive a little faster. Oh, it's a good car, man. I'm gonna leave it alone there. That is... It's impressive. It's impressive. I think ever so slightly I can go faster if I just keep going over and over again. But I like the car. I think it's good. 106 is actually not even that far off the McLaren's time. And this is like a whole class slower. I really enjoyed that car. Because it's so lightweight, it's so easy to just throw it into corners and you just know it's going to do well. Like, you just know it's going to make it fully around that corner, even if I just go flat out. Because the rear tires are like 305s or something like that, so it has so much grip pushing myself out of corners. It just doesn't feel like a rear-wheel drive car when it's like pushing itself out of corners. It feels really nice. Super stable. Sharp steering as well when you need it to. If you like tap the brakes or if you dab at the brakes a little bit and you're like starting to turn in, like it'll just dart into the corner really nicely. It's a really good car. I think someone more talented than I could probably build this thing to be even better. But let's have a look at where I am in the world here. Still top 1%. Again, massive amount of cheated scores all over these leaderboards here, as per usual. Like, there's so many of these. Just cheated. Like this. Like the Audi TTRS, that's 707. It just, what, happened to do, like, a top 200 time? Like, come on. Okay. We're in the 1 minutes here. 101, 102, still top 1000. This is actually looking kind of promising. We could be fairly close to top 1000 here. Maybe 3,000, 4,000 in the world? I want to have a look at where top 1000 actually is. What sort of time is at top 1000? We are looking at 103,436. Ooh, I don't know now. 11,000. I'm overestimating my Y score by a lot. VQ did a 104. That's not bad. Ford Coupe. Yeah, the Bone Shaker is just going to be up here, isn't it? It just always is going to be up here. Bone Shaker is just too good, man. The GT40 is also very, very good. Okay. Fair enough. The GR86 actually is a car that I said that handles really, really well in this game. So I feel like the GR86 could do really, really well on this track. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much where I'm going to leave that. Yeah, I think manual clutch could also go a little bit quicker with this car, but I mean, with the way I built it right now, this is pretty much what we have to be able to keep it in this class. Maybe if I drop... No, because if I lower my tire width at the rear, if I made my tires just a little bit narrower, I feel like it'll go up in class. Because I'm pretty sure it adds weight if I have them wider. I don't know, it's just the way it is in this game. It adds weight when the wheels are wider. So it makes it seem like the car is actually... should be going down in class, but actually goes up in class when I give it skinnier tires. I don't know, it's just odd. Anyway, I really like the Miura. I think it handles really nicely. Obviously not a top 1000 car, but It's kind of difficult, especially with a limiting budget, and you know, some of these cars just aren't as good as other cars, you know, for top 1000. But yeah, I enjoyed the Miura. I thought it was kind of fun to drive. I definitely prefer the Miura to the McLaren, even though both of these mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars, they both drive really nicely. I kind of like the Miura a little bit more. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video on top 1000 attempts with the wheel spin videos. It's kind of hard to do, but yeah, unless you get like a really good car. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.